Today, we're breaking down the exact kind of phenomenon that football fans absolutely live for, and, well, the kind that managers completely lose sleep over. We are talking about the razor thin margins, the crushing psychological pressure, and the outright tactical warfare of the 2025 26 Premier League title race. So, this isn't just about two teams trying to win a few games. We're diving into a full technical breakdown of a heavyweight clash that is going right down to the wire. Let's get into it. Okay, I want to start us off with a staggeringly simple stat +1. That's it, just one single digit. After thousands of minutes of grueling, high stakes football, after all the cross country travel, the injuries, the relentless training, this tiny number is quite literally all that separates ultimate glory from catastrophic failure right now. So, we're going to unpack exactly why this specific goal difference gap has become the absolute most important metric in world football today. Section 1. The current landscape. To truly grasp why that tiny number holds so much terrifying weight for both of these clubs, we have to lay out exactly where things stand as of game week 34. Right now, Arsenal is sitting in the driver's seat. They've played 34 matches, racked up 73 points, and they boast a plus 38 goal difference. Manchester City is breathing right down their necks with 70 points and a plus 37 goal difference. But here is the massive catch. City has only played 33 matches. They are holding on to a crucial game in hand against Crystal Palace. And if City wins that game, the entire script flips. I mean, the margins here are basically non-existent. Moving on to the clash of styles. You know, what makes this title race so incredibly captivating isn't just the raw math, it's the philosophy behind it. We are witnessing a monumental clash of styles here. It's that classic paradox, right? An irresistible force meeting an immovable object. Let's start with the irresistible force, Manchester City's ruthless attack. Guardiola's men are operating with terrifying attacking efficiency. They maintain a slight edge in raw productivity, hitting exactly 2.00 goals per match compared to Arsenal's 1.90. They are a relentless attacking machine, heavily fueled by Erling Haaland's unbelievably clinical conversion rates inside the penalty box. They're just designed to outscore you, plain and simple. But immediately contrast that attacking machine with the immovable object. Arsenal is conceding a mere 0.76 goals per match, compared to City's 0.88. Arsenal has managed to build what is arguably the league's most sophisticated defensive structure. And the thing is, they aren't just sitting back and absorbing pressure. No, they're using these highly coordinated, high-pressure traps to completely suffocate opponents and limit high-quality chances before they even have a chance to materialize. Let's zoom in a bit on that defense to see how it actually functions. We'll call this the wall. The absolute foundation, actually scratch that, it's the entire bedrock of Arsenal structure, is the Saliba-Gabriel center-back partnership. Those two have reached absolute peak maturity this season. Because they can so completely dominate one-on-one physical duels, it gives Mikel Arteta a massive tactical advantage. He can confidently commit numbers forward without worrying about the back door being left open. The key ingredient here is their man-for-man high press. It completely strangles the opposition's build-up directly from the goalkeeper. It is just suffocating to play against. On the complete opposite side of the tactical spectrum, we have the strike. Now, Pep Guardiola hasn't just rested on his laurels, he has completely evolved his approach this season. City's tactical focus relies heavily on creating central overloads. By using players like Rayon Cherki and Jeremy Doku to aggressively pin back the opposing wingbacks, they rip open these vast pockets of space centrally for Erling Haaland to just exploit all day long. And the wildest part? City is currently riding an 11-match unbeaten streak in the Premier League. They're hitting their most ruthless, unstoppable form at the exact right time, the absolute business end of the season. Section 2. Head-to-head battles. So, what actually happens when these two completely opposite approaches go head-to-head? Well, if we plot their encounters over the season, you see a very clear escalating momentum. Back in September 2025, it was a tense 1-1 draw in the Premier League, kind of just two heavyweights feeling each other out. But look at how things escalated from there. By March 2026, they met in the League Cup final, and City took the trophy with a super definitive 2-0 victory. Then, just weeks ago in April, they had their massive Premier League clash at the Etihad, and City won that one too, 2-1. So the huge takeaway here is this. Yes, Arsenal leads the points tally right now, but Manchester City holds a massive, undeniable psychological advantage after taking the last two high-stakes encounters. Next up, the final stretch. Okay, so how does all of this tactical history, this immense roster quality, and the psychological damage funnel down into these last few wildly unpredictable weeks? The climax of the season is absolutely littered with hazards for both squads, and it really comes down to three massive swing factors. First, fixture overload. Both teams are fighting deep in the UEFA Champions League semifinals. Fatigue management and how they rotate their squads in May will 100% dictate who survives. Second, that critical game in hand. City goes to Selhurst Park to play Crystal Palace on May 11th. Selhurst Park is a historic banana skin in the Premier League. It's the exact kind of place where title dreams just suddenly slip away. And finally, the treble goal. City isn't just trying to win the league. They are actively pursuing a domestic treble. That brings incredible, surging momentum for sure. But it also brings this immense, crushing pressure where they literally have to be perfect in every single game. Finally, let's talk about the deciding margin. This brings us right back to that tiebreaker scenario we touched on at the very beginning. With Arsenal sitting at a plus 38 goal difference and City at plus 37, the entire Premier League title could literally be decided by a single goal on the final day of the season. Think about the math here. If City wins their game in hand, they lead the league by just 1 point. If they draw that game, they tie Arsenal on points, but they trail on goal difference. Think about what that forecast actually means when these guys are out on the pitch. Any late goal conceded, just a momentary lapse of concentration in the 89th minute against some random mid-table team, carries catastrophic season-ending weight. Every single tackle, every desperate clearance, every shot matters infinitely more right now than it has all year long. So, the ultimate question I want to leave you with as we watch these final, chaotic weeks unfold is this. When the final whistle blows on the 2025-26 season, who takes it? Will it be Arsenal's impenetrable, incredibly sophisticated defensive wall that holds the line? Or will it be Manchester City's relentless, treble-chasing destiny that lifts the Premier League trophy once again? Keep a very, very close eye on that +1 goal difference, because in a race this ridiculously tight, that razor's edge is exactly where champions are crowned.